I have to confess, I feel really bad that many of you learned the names of Ukrainian cities and villages because of Russian atrocities and Russian crimes committed there. My name is Anna, and I vlog daily from Ukraine since the start of the brutal Russian invasion. So if you're new to the channel and you want to receive the updates from my country, from the ordinary Ukrainian perspective, and you support Ukraine, please subscribe and help us fight this informational war. And my longtime subscribers, check your subscription status and push notification button. As you might have guessed, today I want to speak about Avdiivka, another Ukrainian town that has become a symbol of our resilience and Russian violence. Perhaps it can be compared to Bakhmut, a town that also attracted attention of the world, and it's a very tragic place where lots of brave Ukrainian defenders lost their lives, but of course also thousands of Russian orcs. And on my channel, I try to translate and to transmit what ordinary Ukrainians think and talk about. So it's not a military analysis of the front lines, but more of the explanation why Avdiivka is so important. Well, first of all, the town is located 6 kilometers away from Donetsk. Donetsk was occupied in 2014, and I blame lack of global reaction in the future events that inspired Vladimir Putin to start a full-scale invasion. I think that he treated this lack of reaction, advice from global leaders to Ukrainian people not to escalate and provoke Russia as a green light to continue. And now we have so many problems to solve. So Avdiivka is really close to Donetsk. It is important from the logistic perspective for Russian troops because railway station is there and they can improve their logistics, and they need it by occupying Avdiivka. But what is more important, they are very much afraid that Ukrainians will soon return back Donetsk. And that is very likely. Remember how we returned back Kherson, the only regional center Russians managed to occupy since 2022, and now it is back to Ukraine. So they are very much afraid we will return back Donetsk. And with the help of Avdiivka, potentially Pokrovsk, they want to create this protection around the city. So I'm sure we will return back all the territories of Ukraine, and the future collapse of Russia is the best solution in this war. If you agree, remember to subscribe. So logistics, railway, protection of the approaches to the Donetsk city is what they want from Avdiivka. And also, another very Russian reason, and actually very ugly reason, is the fact that they can hide in Donetsk. So they need access to Donetsk because there are a lot of civilians, there are lots of civilian buildings, hospitals, schools, and shops and whatnot. And they very well know that Ukrainian armed forces never target such objects. And that's why lots of their commanding offices, staff offices are located there. So by trying to get Avdiivka, they want to verify they have this safety zone among Ukrainian civilians, which once again demonstrate this totally brutal, wild approach. I don't know if the word wild has negative connotations in English, because in Ukrainian it does. So today Russians attack Avdiivka from 3 different directions, from the south, going through the fields, and it's really difficult for them because fields are open, and Ukrainian armed forces that were well prepared and knew about this special military operation coming, so they get killed in hundreds daily. Also, they walk from Opytne and directly from Donetsk. Mainly they use their infantry now because they've lost tons of tanks and other machinery that they need. And in my yesterday's vlog, I spoke about that Russians never value human life. So for them, it's much easier to cover all the problems, to cover all the needs with human sacrifice. And I did like someone of subscribers let me know that Denis Davidov names this tactic as meat wave. Yes, because I was using human wave that they use, I don't know, just to die and move. But actually, meat wave perhaps is a better way to describe it. And what they do, they also feel it's really difficult. They are losing lots of people, but they have lots of new to mobilize. They don't care about human lives once again, and they have 140 million population. They started building tunnels because it's impossible for them to move, and they are digging a lot. They are also digging trenches. And previously they were digging trenches like every 500 meters, and now they do it every 100 or every 200 meters because it's impossible for them to avoid Ukrainian artillery, and that's the only stuff they do, which makes this attack and counter attack extremely slow. From one point of view, that's good for us, but from the other point of view, they are building these trenches and they are really good at that, at digging themselves. I hope one day they will dig so enthusiastically that they will get directly to hell, where they belong. I'm sorry. Also, as Russia does not like to progress and evolve, it all resembles this trench war of the First World War, which was like super long, super traumatic, and they are satisfied with that because once again, they don't care about human lives. And also, this will be a funny phrase, they managed to, moving from Donetsk direction, they managed to occupy a restaurant, which was on the suburbs of Donetsk. But the problem is that this restaurant is actually close to civilian buildings in Avdiivka, and they really well know that Ukrainians never shoot civilian districts, and they may feel safer there, which is bad. And they managed to cross the railway and approach this civilian district. And the thing is that this operation does not actually demonstrate that Ukrainian counteroffensive failed. It's the contrary. Russians are afraid of Ukrainians moving in that direction of Donetsk and regaining the territories. And this is their dream to get these territories and to safeguard the city that they occupied back in 2014. Honestly, I believe if we were able to react the way we should back in 2014, this full-scale invasion wouldn't have started. Let me know what you think. I hope you agree with me that we have to react and stop and punish every evil move, because otherwise we inspire more and more crimes, more and more atrocities. That's why actually police arrests criminals. And Putin is a global war criminal. Thank you so much for your support. Thank you for buying me coffee. I have one. Thank you for becoming my patrons. Follow me on Instagram. I'm really active there. Join my Discord community. Also, I'm on Threads and Twitter. Below this video, you can find a link to our merch shop where our sweatshirts and t-shirts and caps and cups can help you start conversations about Ukraine and how much we need your support to stop global terrorism. And let me know in comments what are the other topics you would like us to discuss on the channel. And once again, thank you for being friends. Slava Ukraini!